Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, Sir Prosper.
All right, you're welcome to this class once more. And in the course of this lesson, we'll be looking into types of sentence. If you can remember very well, the previous class, we looked into adverbs and the functions of adverbs, right?
Yes.
Good. So what are the functions of adverbs? We have three functions. Can you remember?
Yes.
What are the main functions? The first one is what? It modifies a verb in a given sentence. Second one is what? It modifies an adjective. And the third one is what? Another adverb in a given sentence. So we are done and we are dusted with everything about adverbs, the meaning and the functions. Now what we are going to look into in today's class is the types of sentence. Talking about types of sentence, we talk about the different variations or types of sentences in which we can be able to combine or construct whenever you're writing a given essay or a given written text. I hope I'm making myself clear.
Yes.
So you construct these types of sentence in various ways, combine them in various positions so that you can be able to express certain thoughts or ideas in which you have in mind. Now we have four main types of sentences. We have the simple sentence, the compound sentence, the complex sentence, and the compound complex word sentence. I also stated that the compound complex sentence is also called your multiple sentence. So these variations of sentences can be combined in various formats and in various ways so that you can be able to construct a written text to expatiate a given idea or thought in which you have in mind. Now, the first type of sentence, we are going to look into it. I've given you the notes on simple sentence, right?
Yes.
All right. Now, what is a simple sentence?
A simple sentence is a type of sentence that expresses only one thought or idea.
One thought, one idea. A simple sentence, a type of sentence that expresses one thought or one word, idea. Now, talking about a sentence that has one thought or one idea, it simply means in that specific sentence, you just have one verb expression there. I've given sentence examples is in your note. So any sentence that has one specific idea or one specific thought is called your simple sentence. Now we take an example. Sir Prosper is teaching now. I just made an example. This is a sentence. And this sentence has just one idea. And that idea is what? Is teaching. Am I communicating at all?
Yes.
So when you have multiple ideas in sentences, that is when you now start talking about other types of what? Sentence. Now we are through the simple sentence. We go to the compound sentence. A compound sentence now talks about combination of two simple sentences that are joined by a coordinating conjunction. Let me break it down. I repeat, two different ideas, two different thoughts that are joined together using a coordinating word? Conjunction. And what is the function of this coordinating conjunction? To create an extension of an idea or to make the sentence more broad. Am I communicating at all?
Yes.
Now, let me give an example. I'll be calling two students. Grant, stand up. Okay, come out. Mesama, come out. Fast. Be fast. Face the class. All right, now I'll be giving an example. Now observe these students and observe myself. On my right hand side, this is Grant, and this is sentence 1, a simple sentence. And on my left hand side, this is Mesoma, and this is sentence 2, a simple sentence on its own. So both of them have separate ideas and separate thoughts. Why myself? I'm in the center. This is approach. I'm in the center. So my duty now as a coordinating conjunction is to do what? To join these two sentences together to be able to create a different type of sentence, which is called what? A compound word sentence. Am I making any sense at all?
Yes.
Now let's take an example. Sentence 1. This is Grant. The old woman is sitting on the chair. Sentence 2. She could not see her children. I repeat. The old woman is sitting on the chair. Sentence 2. She could not see her children. Now, these are two different ideas, true or false? Now, what can I use to join these two together to create one sentence? A coordinating word conjunction. And examples of coordinating conjunction, I've stated it in your note. We have and, we have for, we have with. What again? We have but, we have or, and so on and so forth. So, which specific conjunction can be used to join these two together? The old woman was sitting on the chair. And we have the second one. We have what? What is the second sentence? She could not see her children. So what conjunction can I use in joining these two together to create a compound sentence? But or and? The specific one, and, we have but which of them can go very well? But. The old woman was sitting on the chair, but she could not see her children. So two different ideas have been brought together to create a compound sentence. I hope I've made myself clear.
Yes.
You can go back to your seat. So in continuation, like I said, a compound sentence simply means combination of two simple sentences joined together with what? A coordinating what? Conjunction. With a coordinating what?
Conjunction.
And where is the conjunction found? Between the simple what? Sentences. Now, in a simple sentence, remember, simple sentence has one idea. Now, in a compound sentence, how many ideas now?
Two.
How many ideas now? Two. Take note of that. Now, we move to the next type of sentence, which is called a complex word sentence. Everybody say complex sentence.
Complex sentence.
Now, what is a complex sentence? I will explain now. A complex sentence simply means a type of sentence. This time around, it has two ideas. But the difference now is that it is joined by a subordinating conjunction. That simply means in this type of sentence, we have one main clause and one subordinate clause. Let me explain again. In this type of sentence, we have two ideas, two verb expressions. But this time, one part of a sentence will have a complete meaning, while the other one will not have a complete what? Meaning. Now, the main clause is also called a simple sentence. And this type of sentence, it has a complete meaning. While a subordinate clause is a type of sentence that has an incomplete what? Meaning. It requires the assistance of the main clause so that it can be able to stand on its own. Am I making sense at all?
Yes.
So the format of a complex sentence is what? One main clause and a subordinate clause joined together by a subordinate word? Conjunction. Examples of subordinate conjunction, we have because, we have as soon as, we have until, we have unless. Now, let's take down this sentence example. Pen down this sentence now. And we are going to identify the conjunctions there. Let's write. The boys ran off, sentence 1, right. The boys ran off. Immediately they saw the principal. The boys ran off, O-F-F. The boys ran off. Immediately they saw the principal. The boys ran off. Immediately they saw the principal. Now, how many ideas are in this sentence? I need feedback. How many ideas are there? Open your mouth and say something. How many ideas are there now?
2.
What is the first idea?
The boys ran off.
The boys what? Ran off. The second one is what? Immediately they saw what? The principal. Now, between these two ideas now, which one has a complete meaning? Which one has a complete meaning? The boys ran off, right?
Yes.
Now we are splitting the ideas into two. Now tag the boys ran off as your main clause. Tag it as your main clause. The boys ran off. Tag it as your main clause. A main clause simply means group of words with a finite verb that has a complete meaning. It can stand on its own. It can occur on its own. Now the other part of the idea is what? The subordinate clause, right? Read out the sentence, the incomplete sentence. What is it? What is it called? Read it out. Immediately they saw the principal. So the other idea now is incomplete. It has an incomplete meaning. So it is called what? Your subordinate word clause. Now there is something that is used to join the main clause and the subordinate clause together, which is what? The word immediately was used to connect both sentences together. Am I communicating at all?
Yes.
I repeat, the word immediately was used to join the two ideas together. And that immediately is your subordinate conjunction. Circle it as your subordinate conjunction now. Immediately, circle it as your subordinate conjunction. Now, circle it as your subordinate conjunction. Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay, now let's take sentence 2 now. Sentence 2. Sentence 2. You will not pass your exams unless you study hard. You will not pass your exams unless you study hard. You will not pass your exams unless you study hard. Once we trash this one out, then I'll give you one sentence. You're going to tell me the main clause and the subordinate clause. Boy, I hope you're following me. Good. Now, in this sentence now, have you written down the sentence? You will not pass your exams unless you study hard. Unless you study hard. Now, what is the main clause there? I need feedback. What is the main clause? Now, split it out. Tag it your main clause. It has a complete meaning. Good. You will not pass your exams. While the remaining part of the sentence is what? Unless you study hard. It is your subordinate clause. Why is it your subordinate clause? The meaning is what? Incomplete. Good. Now, there is a word that is used to join two of them together, the main and the subordinate. What word is that?
Unless.
Unless. Tag it your subordinate conjunction now. Tag it your subordinate conjunction. Now, do you see the reason why we call these sentence examples, why we call them a complex sentence? Are you seeing the reason why?
Yes.
Why? Because we have a combination of a main clause and a subordinate clause. One group of words or one sentence that has a complete meaning and the other has an incomplete what? Meaning. Joined by what? A subordinate conjunction. Sure. Now, let's take this classwork now before we move into compound complex, or probably we leave the compound complex sentence for the next class. Now, take this classwork now. Take this classwork. Identify the main clause. Identify the main clause and the subordinate clause. You're not writing. Why? You're sharing with someone. All right. Identify the main clause and the subordinate clause in the sentences below. Identify the main clause. Look for something and then participate. Join them in doing something. Identify the main clause and the subordinate clause in the sentences below. Now, let's take sentence 1. Let's be fast. Let's try and hurry up, please. Sentence 1, number 1. Number 1. Number 1. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, now let's take down. The principal visited his staff because the principal visited his staff, S-T-A-F-F. The principal visited his staff because of the bad news. The principal visited the staff because of the bad news. The principal visited the staff because of the bad news. Now, give a line space, then take sentence 2 now. Sentence 2, then we do the classwork. Sentence 2. Are we ready for sentence 2?
Yes.
Okay, now let's write. I will not go to the market until you give me money. I will not go to the market until you give me money. I will not go to the market until you give me money. Please, your personal pronoun I, always cross it up and down. Please take note. You cross it up and down, no matter the position in the sentence. Your personal pronoun I. I've said it severally. I will not go to the market until, right? Was that what I said?
Yes.
Until you give me money. Okay, these two sentences are enough. Now, split them for me. Identify the main clause and the subordinate clause for me right now. You just have 30 seconds. Are you true already?
Yes. No.
Some people are true. Let's be fair. It will take you up to 30 seconds. Show me the main clause. Show me the subordinate clause. Fast. In 30 seconds. Now. Be fast. Put your eye here. See what this one is doing. Are we true?
Yes.
Okay, you're true. I need a general yes. Are you true?
Yes.
Are we true?
Yes.
Just 2 sentences. 30 seconds is too much. Okay, let me see. The principal is dead. Correct this is P-A-L, not P-L-E. Okay. I will not go to the market. Subordinates. Alright, that's nice. I hope you know this one. I did not tag it as your. Did not tag the main clause here. Alright, that's cool. Alright, now let's do the correction together because of our time, okay? Let's do the correction together. Now, the first sentence, share with her. Let me use this. Now, the first sentence, I will not Okay, the principal, visited his staff because of the bad news. We are true now. Yes. So what is the first part of the sentence?
The principal visited his staff.
The principal visited his staff, right?
Yes.
Does that have a complete meaning?
Yes.
Because it has a complete meaning, what is it called? Your main word? Clause. God bless you. Now the second part is what? Because of the bad news. Is the sentence, does it have a complete meaning?
No.
It is your subordinate clause. Now something is used to join both of them together, which is what? Because. So identify because as your subordinate conjunction. God bless you. Now the second part, I said cross your I up and down. Your personal pronoun I. Please be conscious of that, okay? Your personal pronoun I, always cross it up and down, no matter the position in the sentence. Now the second sentence, I will not go to the market until you give me money. What is the main clause there?
I will not go to the market.
Some people are not saying anything. Are you shy? What is the main clause there?
I will not go to the market.
That is your main clause. And the second part of the sentence is what? Until you give me money. Which is your subordinate word? Clause. Remember there is a conjunction there, right?
Yes.
What is the conjunction there? Until. Now, can you be able to differentiate between a compound sentence and a complex sentence?
Yes.
Let me ask again. Can you be able to differentiate between a compound sentence and a complex sentence?
Yes.
What is the difference? Remember I said in a complex sentence, two simple sentences joined together by a conjunction. And both of them have complete meanings. I hope you know.
Yes.
Why in a complex sentence, two different sentences joined by a conjunction also, but this time one has a complete meaning, the other will not have a complete what? Meaning. Am I communicating at all?
Yes.
Okay, from my explanations now take down this assignment. Then we call it a day. Assignment. Apart from the explanation on the difference between a complex sentence and a compound sentence, right? Write down 3 differences. You're going to make a little research now for this so that it will enhance your knowledge. Write down 3 differences between a compound sentence. Write down 3 differences between a compound sentence and a complex sentence. Make little research to enhance your knowledge on this, please. I repeat, write down 3 differences between a compound sentence and a complex sentence. That is example 1. That is assignment 1. Now, assignment 2, write down 4 compound sentences and 4 complex sentences. Write down, that is assignment 2 now. Write down 4 compound sentences and 4 complex sentences. So we are going to be ending this class now. In the next class, we shall be looking into the compound complex sentence, or what we call the multiple sentence. So please, I'll be checking this assignment that I gave you in the next class. All right? Any question before I end the class? So you all benefited something today, right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You sure you don't have any questions to ask me?